I don't think people understand that forced conversion is often assumed, not proven. New research says Zevi's switch looks planned. That changes the story and the judgment. In 1666, the Ottoman Sultan gave Sabbatai Zevi a choice: convert to Islam or face execution. He chose conversion, proving he is not the Jewish Messiah. But historians digging into the 1666 episode found no smoking gun orders and no contemporaries claiming Zevi was dragged into Islam. Instead, evidence points to a formal conversion agreed in advance. Hundreds of followers willingly followed his lead. His followers weren't forced, they chose to follow him into Islam. No Ottoman decree, no systematic persecution. This wasn't the Spanish Inquisition hunting conversos. This was voluntary. Over generations, that choice birthed the Dönme, a hybrid community, neither fully Jewish nor simply covert Muslims. That matters because secret practice means different things depending on motive. So when someone says, "My family has been secretly Jewish for 350 years while publicly Muslim," then it's not about "for them." It's a question of why choose the deception. If conversion was forced, hidden rituals are resistance. If conversion was chosen, secret rites look more like deliberate duplicity, and calling that out isn't persecution. That's a different historical verdict. Voluntary conversion isn't equal to persecution. Facts change the moral frame. Watch how language creates false victimhood. This creator says the Donme were forced to convert. Timestamp shows it. That's a lie. Sabbatai Zevi chose conversion. His followers chose to follow. He describes underground tunnels, secret rooms, living second lives, like they're in a spy thriller. That's just religious privacy for a group maintaining voluntary duplicity. He says he's been chasing them down, making voluntary interview subjects sound like fugitives. He lists persecutions without distinguishing general violence from targeted anti-Donme action. Then he plants conspiracy theories while claiming to debunk them. Ataturk wasn't secretly Donme. Why mention it unless you want people thinking about it? This is textbook manipulation. When you choose to deceive for 350 years and people call it out, that's not persecution. That's consequences. Let's compare how Europe and the Ottomans handled religious minorities. Spain, forced conversion of Jews, 1492. Then created the Inquisition specifically to hunt crypto-Jews. Torture, burning, systematic violence, limpieza de sangre laws, purity of blood requirements. What's the Ottoman Empire doing? Sends galleons to rescue the conversos and Morisco. The Ottoman millet system allowed religious autonomy. No forced Jewish conversion campaigns. Theory about Dönme exists for centuries. But no Inquisition created, no systematic hunting, no pogroms targeting them specifically. Turks have practiced live and let live despite speculation. One system built machinery to persecute, the other didn't. Yet guess which one gets called intolerant? The absence of persecution is itself evidence when you're dealing with actual tolerance versus manufactured victimhood. Turks being uncomfortable with 350 years of voluntary duplicity isn't persecution. It's a normal human response. Here's what this viral video about the Dönme never asks. If you weren't forced to convert, why maintain the deception for 350 years? You voluntarily followed Sabbatai Zevi into Islam. You took benefits of Muslim community membership. You participated in Muslim society. But privately, you rejected it all. That's not noble resistance. That's duplicity. And when people say, "That makes me uncomfortable, I don't want to associate with you," that's not persecution. That's reasonable. Imagine Christians who secretly practiced paganism for 350 years while taking church benefits. Would we call Christian discomfort persecution? No. We'd say, yeah, that generational deception is weird. But when it's Turks expressing discomfort, suddenly it's persecution, conspiracy theories, intolerance. The double standard reveals everything about whose discomfort gets validated and whose gets weaponized. This creator made an 8-minute video about voluntary duplicity being called out, framed as persecution. Slick production, millions of views. Where's his video about the Circassian genocide? 1864. 1.5 million dead. Systematic elimination by Russian Empire. Survivors scattered across Middle East. Crimean Tatar deportations. 1944. 200,000 plus dead. Stalin's boxcars. Half died in transit or first year of exile, and that's assumed, but the actual number is much higher. Dzungar genocide, 1755 to 1758. Qing China eliminated 80% of the population. One of history's most complete genocides. The Uyghur persecution happening right now. Concentration camps. Cultural erasure. Where's his documentary? These aren't ancient history. These are recent, documented, systematic eliminations of Turkic peoples. But voluntary duplicity getting called out? That gets the slick production and viral spread. The asymmetry isn't accidental. It reveals which stories serve institutional interests and which threaten them. Notice the pattern. Voluntary duplicity called out is persecution. 8 minutes, slick production, millions of views. 1.5 million Circassians systematically eliminated get silence. People uncomfortable with 350 years of deception is conspiracy theorists. Actual genocides of Turkic peoples needs more evidence. This is the victim hierarchy at work. Some groups' discomfort gets validated and amplified. Others' extinction gets ignored and minimized. This isn't random. It serves specific interests, maintains barbaric Turk narrative, obscures actual Ottoman tolerance, distracts from real genocides, protects systems that committed actual persecution. When fake persecution stories go viral while real genocides stay invisible, that's not bad luck. It's the system working exactly as designed. The question isn't why Turks are uncomfortable with the Dönme. It's why this story gets told while Circassians, Crimean Tatars, and Uyghurs remain invisible.